Excellent news, Adam. I'm away with a few of the ex-Liverpool players as we speak, and we've just found out about 10 minutes or so ago, and we're all delighted, and I think it's extremely positive from a Liverpool point of view. And, somebody who I've always admired as a player, actually. I think he's been linked with Liverpool on a couple of occasions, and I sense perhaps he is a player that Liverpool fans have always really taken to, and he's the type of player who genuinely excites you, I think.
Liverpool have come up on the rails here a little bit, haven't they? Manchester United were linked, Arsenal, Tottenham. Liverpool have snatched in, haven't they?
Yeah, I think he was linked with Liverpool a few weeks ago. Maybe Liverpool fans thought that ultimately Joe Cole would decide to stay in London because, obviously strong family, down there. And the fact that he's sort of seen the challenge at Liverpool, I think is tremendous news. He obviously has had a number of good conversations with the Liverpool hierarchy, and he can see the plans that they have. And I think it's no better time to join Liverpool. People have sort of written them off a little bit, but I think the fact that Joe Cole obviously has got a little bit of news of how Liverpool are looking to build for the future, I think it's really promising, and it's a great encouragement.
You say building for the future. Obviously, he's left Champions League football at Chelsea. He won't be playing Champions League football at Liverpool, but he must believe that there is a great chance of getting back into the Champions League, and under Roy Hodgson that Liverpool are going places. And I would have thought he wouldn't be joining them if he didn't think Steven Gerrard and Fernando Torres et al. wouldn't be leaving, I suppose.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that obviously has figured in the conversations that Joe would have had with the Liverpool people, and I think just generally it is a good bit of news at the right time. That big question mark hanging over Liverpool about how its future is going to pan out, I think means that they mean business. They're going after real quality players. Some people have sort of been saying that Liverpool have been linked with sort of unexciting type of signings of late, but it's all been speculation. The fact that they've actually really gone after a top player, I think, shows that they mean business, and they know that deep down, I think Liverpool have a genuinely good opportunity next season to get back very much and be a challenging side.
The reaction is coming into us all the time on the emails. I just want to put this one to you, David. It's in from Paul from Glasgow. What he says is that all Joe Cole wanted was the money. He's another injury-prone player going to Liverpool, and it's not really a surprise. Is there a negative element to this, or is all that you can see positives? You don't have any doubts?
No, I'm positive about it. I think it's a quality sign, and he's a player who actually has been a little bit of a nightmare for Liverpool because he has often scored goals against us. He's often performed well. He's always been a genuine threat. I think when we've come up against Chelsea, as many times as we did, Liverpool fans, I think, feared the Joe Cole threat. So, okay, he's had his injury problems. I don't think personally that he's a player who you look at and say he's that injury prone. Okay, he has had an injury, and it's sort of prolonged a little bit. But deep down, for me, no real negatives to it. I'm genuinely excited.
Obviously, he didn't get a chance himself to be a super sub at the World Cup. You were a super sub, of course, at Liverpool. Is there a chance that he might end up being or having to fill that role at Liverpool as well? Or do you feel him going straight into the first team and being able to play from the start all the time for Liverpool?
Yeah, he's more than an impact player. He's not going to come to Liverpool to be a bit part of anything. He has been, I'm sure, been told that he is firmly in the plans moving forward. I think it perhaps, I don't know, maybe indicates that they've got some sort of idea on how the midfield will look for next season. Whether that sort of involves the likes of Mascherano or whatever. But clearly, Liverpool now have strengthened in that area of the field. He can play down the left. He can play in the centre. He has a lot of different sort of aspects to his game, Joe Cole. But he's one that sort of can pull off the unexpected. He's a player who can sort of really open up defences, and I think that's something that Liverpool have been a little bit short of, certainly last season, when maybe scoring goals was a little bit of a problem. But no, genuinely, I think it's a great sign, and we're pleased.
You know what it's like being in the dressing room at Liverpool. You know how much of an impact a new player can have on the other players in the dressing room. Do you think genuinely Steven Gerrard will be impressed that Roy Hodgson has been able to put this deal in place? And also the likes of Fernando Torres. He'll be well aware of the likes of Joe Cole and his qualities. Do you think they will be impressed? And do you think this might actually swing it for Roy Hodgson in trying to keep those two players in particular?
Well, if they haven't already made up their mind, then I'm sure this is a good sign. But I'd be surprised if Steven Gerrard and Fernando Torres do leave Liverpool. But it does show an intent, and I don't think we can afford to sort of dismiss it and just say it's a valiant attempt to try and persuade people that sort of, or players that Liverpool are sort of genuine contenders. I think the big name players are quite aware of how their club are looking. I'm sure Roy Hodgson has managed to put over how he sees things sort of working out for Liverpool next season. And we all knew that Liverpool genuinely needed, 2 or 3 real quality signings. They brought in Jovanovic. We brought in now Joe Cole. Probably there's another 1 or 2 yet to arrive. But no, I think it's good news. It's come at the right time. With the Europa League deadline, I think the signing deadline is Friday. I think, it's good. It shows that Liverpool are very much looking to build, and they can't do it quick enough.
And just finally, David, we spoke to Phil Thompson a few moments ago, and obviously there's been a swap, effectively, with Ben Ayoun leaving Liverpool and going to Chelsea. Now Joe Cole is at Anfield. He said, all day long, I would rather have Joe Cole. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think if I had to choose between the two, I would go for Joe Cole, certainly, but that's not to dismiss what Yossi Benayoun has done for Liverpool. Yossi proved to be a real quality player over the last 18 months or so, 2 years. Maybe didn't get as many chances as he should have done last season, but certainly he became a little bit of a fan favourite, and the fact that he didn't figure as much as he should have done at the end of the season, I think frustrated Liverpool fans. So it's not to undermine what Yossi Benayoun did, but certainly given a choice, I would also go for Joe Cole.
David, thank you very much. Reaction coming into us all the time. Thank you.
No problem, Adam.